RIDOT will be making significant changes to Route 10 from I-95 to Park Avenue, including a new realigned interchange with Interstate 95, the elimination of bridges, and the conversion of Route 10 from a limited access highway to a boulevard type design. We will also be constructing a new shared use path between Park Avenue and Elmwood Avenue for pedestrian and bike access. As with all of our projects, we will be improving the stormwater runoff treatment associated with the new infrastructure. We will review the areas of this project more in depth as we go along in the presentation tonight. The northern area of the project is located in the city of Providence. 2 bridges will be replaced along this section of Interstate 95. The bridge that carries Eddy Street over I-95 and the bridge that carries Broad Street over I-95. Replacement of these 2 bridges will begin this year and will take approximately 2 to 3 years to complete. A 3rd bridge, which carries I-95 over abandoned railroad tracks at the Narragansett Electric property, will be fully removed and filled in later this fall. The next section of the project is what we call the interchange area. This area of the project will undergo significant changes. Located within the cities of Providence and Cranston, work on this area includes the bridge that carries I-95 over the Amtrak railroad tracks. Shown on the slide is the West Elmwood Railroad Bridge, the I-95 Route 10 interchange, as well as Route 10 from Pontiac Avenue to Park Avenue. RIDOT will also be replacing the bridge that carries Route 10 over Elmwood Avenue and eliminating the bridge that carries Park Avenue over Route 10. We will talk more about these 2 areas later. A significant change from what the public sees now begins at the intersection of I-95 and Route 10 and continues to Park Avenue. The bridge that carries Route 10 over Interstate 95, Wellington Avenue and the railroad tracks will be removed. All traffic movements that currently exist will be absorbed into the loop ramps that you can see on the right side of the screen. This design allows RIDOT to introduce a new traffic movement that does not currently exist today between I-95 northbound and Route 10 southbound, while reducing the amount of bridge deck area that RIDOT needs to construct and maintain. Moving to the east, RIDOT will be taking out the existing off-ramp that connects Route 10 southbound to Elmwood Avenue. The Route 10 southbound traffic that use this ramp will now access Elmwood Avenue by taking a left turn at a new traffic light on Route 10. There will also be a new off-ramp connecting Route 10 southbound and Elmwood Avenue. After removal, the area of the existing ramp will be landscaped to create additional green space. The new configuration between I-95 and Elmwood Avenue is shown on the screen, showing the proposed conditions. The interchange has been reconfigured, the existing ramp to Elmwood Avenue from Route 10 southbound has been removed, and a new left turn signal on Route 10 southbound to the Elmwood Avenue off-ramp has been installed. This new configuration maintains all existing traffic movement, introduces a new traffic movement, reduces bridge deck area, and eliminates a traffic signal on Elmwood Avenue. The area between Route 10 and the Elmwood Avenue ramp was cleared by the contractor earlier this spring. The trees that were removed will be replanted. As depicted on the screen, some of the area will be used as staging for the next couple of years as the contractor replaces the bridge that carries Route 10 over Elmwood Avenue. Some of the new landscaping will be planted in 2025, and the final landscaping will be installed upon completion of the bridge in 2027. This area will also be used to treat stormwater runoff. The proposed final configuration of this area is shown on the screen. The bridge carrying Route 10 over Elmwood Avenue has been replaced. There's a new traffic signal on Route 10 southbound and a new off-ramp to Elmwood Avenue. The area between Route 10 and the ramps has been replanted. This area will also be used as stormwater treatment.
So that will be trees and green space in that area, correct?
Yes. The southern end of Route 10 is the crown jewel of this project and will undergo major enhancements for the public and the environment. Shown here in blue The limited access highway will be replaced by a boulevard type roadway on the footprint of the existing Route 10 southbound. We will remove the bridge that carries Park Avenue over Route 10, and a new at-grade intersection will be constructed. A new shared use path, shown here in yellow, will be built between Park Avenue and Elmwood Avenue. The shared use path for bikes and pedestrians will be separated from vehicular traffic for its entire length of approximately 0.6 of a mile. Some of the existing pavement will be removed to create additional green space and stormwater treatment. Landscaping will also be installed in this area, although the final landscape design is still under development. The concept shown on the screen is an example of how the Route 10 between Park Avenue and Elmwood Avenue will look. As you can see, the vehicular travel lanes and the shared use path are separated from one another. Also, the roadway will be reduced from 2 lanes to 1 in each direction.
The idea here was to take it from a highway to a more of a city street neighborhood feel with the boulevard design.
The southern area of the project is located within the cities of Cranston and Warwick. There are 2 bridges that will be replaced in this area. The bridge that carries I-95 over the Patuxent River and the bridge that carries I-95 over Jefferson Boulevard. Work will begin on these 2 bridges in 2025 and is expected to take 3 years to complete. As the contractor works to rebuild these bridges, there will be traffic impacts felt by commuters and residents. Across the entire project, all lanes at Interstate 95 will be maintained during commuting hours, with intermittent lane closures at night. There will also be 2 weekends this fall in which Interstate 95 will be reduced to 2 lanes in each direction, where the contractor removes the Narragansett Electric Bridge. Motorists can expect delays similar to what they experienced in 2024 when we replaced the I-95 bridge over Elmwood Avenue on accelerated weekends. In the north area of the project detours will be in place beginning this weekend as we detour Eddy Street southbound. We'll cover these detours more in depth in a minute. In the interchange area, the Route 10 northbound to I-95 southbound ramp will be detoured during some of the construction later this year. Elmwood Avenue southbound will be reduced from 2 lanes to 1, and lanes will be narrowed in both directions. Beginning in 2026, Pontiac Avenue southbound will be detoured for repairs to the Pontiac Avenue Bridge. There will also be an upcoming lane width reduction and shifts on I-95 under Route 10 beginning this Friday night. Additional lane width reductions and shifts on I-95 will be announced by RIDOT in the future and posted on our website and project page. In the southern area of the project, Jefferson Boulevard will be permanently reduced to 1 lane in each direction for the short distance under Interstate 95. RIDOT will also close the on-ramp to I-95 south from Jefferson Boulevard from 2026 to 2028, and a detour will be in place. The following detours will be in place beginning this weekend as the contractor begins work to replace the Eddy Street Bridge. Eddy Street southbound will be detoured at Thurber's Avenue. Traffic will use Broad Street and Baker Street to return to Eddy Street. Additionally, local detours will be in place to access certain portions of Byfield Street and Detroit Avenue. Eddy Street northbound towards the hospitals will not be detoured. These local impacts are expected until 2027.
So can you go back to that slide for a moment? So a version of this slide with the detours was hand delivered to over 150 homes in that area this week. I think we're going to be hitting some more homes also, but that has been out there this week to the neighbors. And we will take everyone who signed up for this meeting. We have your email. We will email you this update also, so you can see these detours. They will also be on our project page, and we'll give you information about the project page at the end of the presentation.
As the contractor works on this project, there will be construction impacts that we want to let you know about. Demolition Demolition work for any bridge over live traffic needs to be done at night. Residents can expect demolition, noise, and light during the bridge demolition. This work is expected to take place between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. In addition, the contractor will have to clear existing trees and vegetation in overgrown areas along ramps and bridges to construct the project. Additional impacts as they develop will be posted on our project page and website. As seen on the left side of the screen, trees in the interchange area will be cleared to construct the new alignment of the I-95 and Route 10 interchange. The graphic on the right shows the proposed alignment. While we are removing trees, we are also removing bridge deck and pavement, increasing green space, and adding stormwater improvements. At the end of the project, there will be more green space project-wide than there is today.
So go back to that one for a second. So that's a key point we want to make sure everyone understands. So if you kind of put the image on the left onto the image on the right, you'll notice the areas where clearing trees are where new infrastructure has to go. And it's opening up area where the old infrastructure was. So as Jay mentioned, when we're done, there'll be more stormwater treatment, more green space, more landscape area than there is today. That large elevated highway that goes right through the middle where Route 10 is will be removed. All that pavement will be removed and replaced with open green space in the interchange.
And that landscaping plan will be updated, that will be done towards the end of the project. We'll be putting that information on our project page that people can follow along.
Additional tree clearing is necessary along Route 10, as shown on the left of the screen, to allow the construction of the proposed alignment shown on the right. The proposed alignment will feature less pavement, increased green space, a new separated path for pedestrians and bikers, and stormwater treatment.
So this is a key slide to show the dramatic change for the Park Ave to Elmwood Ave area.
By June 2031, RIDOT is scheduled to be complete with this project. Upon completion, RIDOT will have removed, replaced, or rehabilitated 15 existing bridges. The new alignments and bridge removals will result in nearly 40% less bridge deck area than currently exists, saving RIDOT future maintenance and capital costs and enhancing the environment. RIDOT will have converted the limited access highway on Route 10 between Elmwood Avenue and Park Avenue into a boulevard, created a shared use path between Park Avenue and Elmwood Avenue, created additional green space and stormwater treatment. Upon completion of the project, there'll be more green space than exists today.
So next steps, we have an example here of our project page that has been put on our website for this project, the I-95 15. We will again send emails to everyone with links to this that you can share. On this project page, there's a box where you can put in your email to get, or have your friends and neighbors go on there and put in their email. We'll be sending out during the project. Every 2 weeks, you get updates on any shifts, the demolition work, what's happening. And we'll also be posting updates and handouts on there. So the project page is how you can follow along with the project on a weekly basis and share this information with your friends and neighbors. Again, this meeting has been recorded, it'll be posted on our website. We're saying by Monday, it could be up sooner, but by Monday, end of day Monday, it will be posted on the project page here. And we look forward to following through with all of you over the next few years and updating you on the project and answering your questions. And coming to questions, so in the Q&A, and I know Steve's been monitoring the comments in chat, we'd like to have some discussions right now. We can put the camera on and we can have Steve will go through the comments and questions and we can see what's on your mind. Yeah, we'll stop. That's a good point. So one thing I want to let everyone know is Rep. Scott Slater and Senator Lamas Vargas have been following this project closely and communicating with RIDOT in both letters, emails, phone calls regarding the constituents and especially focused on the Park and Elmwood Avenue areas. Senator Vargas was very focused on her constituents, learning about plans and that will hopefully add to the implementation of as she put it, nature-based solutions that will increase stormwater resilience in this flood-prone area of I-95. And I would hope that the measures that are put into this project, some of which are under design right now as a design build, will meet those goals, Senator, for you and your constituents. We really believe that the increase in green space, better stormwater controls and reduction in asphalt and concrete surfaces, as shown in tonight's presentation, will improve the drainage in the area and also give residents between Park and Elmwood Ave a better environment.
So we received a few questions. Generally, we received several questions about traffic and traffic control in the area. And I think Jay touched on it during the presentation. Each traffic lane shift, reconfiguration, striping change will be issued individually in our weekly or monthly look-aheads on the project page through RIDOT press releases. We received some specific questions on specific locations that I think are better to be responded to in writing after the meeting, and we'll post the answers. But generally, all our traffic shifts, splits, changes are designed, evaluated, reviewed by our traffic engineering section, the design build team, and sent out similar to that image that we showed about Eddy and Broad area on a pamphlet if necessary. Those will come out generally 3 weeks in advance, if not further than implementation, to make sure everyone knows about them.
And they'll be posted on our project page, and also we send out media updates. So social media, the local television stations, news agencies, get those updates and share them with the state.
We've also received some questions about the design progress and process. So again, Dave touched about it in the beginning. This is a design build project, so the design of a lot of the elements we showed you in this presentation are still under development and will be tweaked, released as they're done, implemented into construction as they're ready. Additional landscaping will be developed and designed. There's a question about the bike facilities and the design of those. We have traffic experts working on that design as well to make sure that it meets the needs of a shared use facility. And then again, we got some more questions about the trees and how we're going to navigate the restoration of that area, which I believe we went over on slides 11 and 12 in the presentation. The contractors developed a preliminary plan during construction to utilize some of that area for laydown and also plant some of that area this year in 2025 with a final restoration plan in development, and that will be installed when we're done with that Elmwood Avenue bridge over Route 10 over Elmwood Avenue rather, which will be around the fall of 2027 for implementation.
Steve, I have a couple of questions that came in from Nathaniel Wood, who we've been speaking to the last few months about the project. How will construction and the project affect traffic on Elmwood Ave? That will be, again, it's in design right now. And as we get that information, we'll be sharing that on our project page and through the media. If we're gonna do any shifts or any overnight detours, Nathaniel, that'll all be communicated prior to it happening. And then Jay, this might be something that you know, or you can get the design build team to answer. Can we get pedestrian safety upgrades like better crosswalks near ramps on Elmwood Avenue?
The intersection between the ramps and Elmwood Avenue will be rebuilt as part of this project.
Similarly, this shows Park, correct, Jay?
This is Park.
So the intersection at Park will also be reconfigured with pedestrian facilities, crosswalks, new signals. This location and the location at Elmwood Avenue will get the same sort of treatments.
Nathaniel also asked about the information regarding the trees that were cut down in the area near his neighborhood. And again, there were planned to be cut down trees. They were cut down in advance of the full plans. And we've worked with the contractor, and they are in the process of, as we showed in one of the slides, I think 12 or 13, putting back trees now in that area. There'll be a small area or one area that's used by the contractor during construction. The rest of it will have trees being replanted this year and next. And then the rest of it, as Jay showed on the slide, will be done by the end of the project. So it gets like closer to the image that we had on the screen.
If anybody has any other general topics or questions that we did not just cover, please type them in the chat. We'll give another minute or so. And again, I just want to remind everyone, the tree clearing that was done was necessary for construction. Once we're finished with the project will have more green space, more open area than we have today. And we're only removing what's necessary to install the new infrastructure. We got a question about flooding. So generally the project was evaluated for stormwater runoff and retention and treatment. Part of these evaluations include treating or remedying areas prone to flooding at, across the project limits. Do you have anything to add?
No.
But that is a goal of the project for those improvements.
That's all I see for now in terms of topics. And again, all the individual questions asked will be responded to in writing and posted on our project page within 2 weeks, probably most, but probably much sooner than that, I would say.
The ones we get, we'll put all of this into a spreadsheet, and the questions that are on the chat, the questions that we've received emails or phone calls on, we'll put all the questions, even the ones we've answered tonight, we'll put them all in writing, have them answered. And as we receive them, we may have to go to some of the subject matter experts to get some more technical answers on some of them. If we do, that's what may take a few more days, but as we get answers, we'll be posting them until every comment and question is answered in writing and posted on the website. Again, we will email you the handout that we sent to the neighborhood this week. And please sign up for the project page to follow this project. On that project page, you'll get an email and a cell phone for someone at PM that you call if you have further questions. You'll be able to contact someone here in our office immediately. So thank you for coming tonight. This is an exciting project. Construction is big, it's messy, we know, but there's a lot of great design going into this. And we're hoping the end result, both for the bridges on the highway and the Elmwood Park area, improve Rhode Island and improve your lives. So thank you for joining us tonight.